stand on the brink and shoal of the final quarter. We find a 7-point lead posted on the scoreboard for Great Days. Okay, for whatever it's worth, let's have some comparisons between the first game and this game. In the first game, Tanduay trailed by 12 points at halftime. And at the end of the third quarter, they trailed by 6. Tonight, they trailed by 10 at halftime, and they trailed by 7. It looks like there is a certain pattern.
Right, maybe a down-the-wire finish again.
Yes, it promises to be that way. Michael Young. He goes to Alan Kaidik. Oh, his shooting hands suddenly grow cold. And here's Onge de la Cruz looking at him, trying to break the sound barrier. And Ricky Brown was forced to stand in his spot and pick up the foul.
Very good foul by Ricky Brown. That's his fourth personal, but very good because that stopped the fast break of the run makers. Only side court throwing now.
We're 18 seconds into the final chapter, the final act of this unfolding drama at the Ultra. David Thurskill draws a double team. Philip Cesar and Michael Young collaborating on Thurskill, who scores up to put a shot. What a shot!
What a shot! He had no one to pass to. He was looking for cutters. No one was cutting in, so he just turned around and hit the open shot.
Well, no question about it. The Rum Makers are back in business. They're down by just 5 points. And Great Days needs a basket in a hurry to bail them out of this predicament. Michael Young. He fails to deliver. Mamaril for the rebound, and the Tanduay fans are beside themselves with delight. They're going wild again. We're 1 minute into the final quarter. Here's Freddy Ubalde. A penetration, draws a foul.
Mamaril again. Mamaril is controlling the boards because Mon Fernandez. Watch the slow-mo. Okay, there goes Freddy Ubalde. And Philip Cesar, right after that, was complaining to the referee that there was no foul. Maybe he had a point there.
Well, Freddy Ubalde has 2 opportunities in his hands to chop down that lead of Great Days. And if he succeeds with both, he's on his way.
Okay.
He will he put Tanduay just 3 points behind him.
Banate is being sent into the game by Coach Baby Dalupan for Philip Cesar. I think the reason being that Mon Fernandez is resting on the bench, so he wants to rest Philip Cesar for later on when Mon comes back into the game.
So it's going to be Noli Banate versus Romulo Mamaril.
Right.
In the meantime, all eyes are on Freddy Ubalde. 95-92. Just a 3-point lead now for Great Taste.
So the momentum is with the Rum Makers now. Great Taste Coffee. They'll have to remember just to play the way they did the first quarter. They seem to be in a trance right now because of this rally of Tanduay. They should forget this rally right now.
And here's Freddy Ubalde getting a pick from David Thurskill. The reverse layup succeeds famously, and they're down by just 1 point, 95-94. And take a look at the Tanduay fans.
Nice shot by the cameraman.
Michael Young. See, what's happening now is Great Days is forcing the issue. Luckily for them, that shot of Michael Young went.
Yes.
That was a 6-2 blast, exploded right in the faces of the Great Days Coffee Makers by Tanduay. It's 97-94. Here comes Thurskill. He misses. Young for the rebound. They're initiating another fast break. Oh, a very clear foul here by David Thurskill. He tries to nudge Michael Young with his elbow.
Would you believe that was only the first personal foul for David Thurskill? The action has really picked up here in the last quarter of play. Both teams trying to play up-tempo.
Crowd goes to Michael Young. Michael isolated against David Thurskill, trying to figure out whether that open man. He found it in Bernie Fabiosa, who now makes his move against Onge de la Cruz. He got smothered there by Yango.
Right, actually he went foul baiting there. And Yango was the fish he caught.
97-94. A very shaky, very precarious 3-point lead for Great Days. They were up by 10 at halftime. Up by 7 at the end of the third period.
That's championship pressure for you mounting. Even the players are feeling it now.
The Great Taste stack of cards seems to be collapsing again. A split by Bernie Fabiosa. They needed that point very badly. 98-94. 9:52 in the balance for this ball game. Nobody is making any move toward the exit gates. Looks like we have another photo finish in our hands. David Thurskill, he can't get it over cross court to Mamaril. He finally gets it over to Mamaril, who comes through with a hook shot.
As I was saying, Mamaril was a very good substitute for Mon Fernandez, giving quality minutes here. Turing Valenzuela doesn't mind as long as Cesar and Fernandez on the bench. My man is playing better than yours. That's Mamaril over Banate.
Right now, let's watch Alan Kaidik. His rifle has been jammed. And here's Michael Young. They have to settle down. 3 seconds to go on their shot clock. The left-handed shot is up and out. Mamaril again with the inside track on the rebound.
And look at that outlet pass to David Thurkill, who's on the run.
David with the Muhammad Ali shuffle. Now he goes for the basket.
Oh, he got smothered in that play.
He got bludgeoned by Michael Young. Noli Banate, however, is called for the foul.
Watch out.
Let's watch that again. Yes, Michael Young had a clean block, but Noli Banate clearly came into contact, sending David Thurkill to the line. Another opportunity, and this time Tanduay can really pull abreast if Thurkill comes through. Let's see if this guy can withstand the pressure. He does.
Mon Fernandez, Fernandez or no Mon Fernandez, Philip Cesar is checking into the ball game again for Bernard Fabiosa. So Coach Baby Dalupan wants his taller players in the game right now because Mamaril is controlling the board, Joe.
That's right. He's making mincemeat of Noli Banate. Still looking for his 25th point. That's a far cry from his 61-point output in game number 1.
Right.
The very first deadlock of the ball game registered with 8 minutes and 51 remaining in the ball game. Alan Kaidik, they've got his number. His drive thwarted by a double team. Freddy Ubalde with his first personal. Everybody needs this ceasefire. We'll be right back. The Tanduay Roundmakers once again proving themselves to be a team with a powerful second wind.
I'd like to make mention here, Joe, that Atoy Ko has not seen any action. He must be running a slight fever, I think.
I'm pretty sure because they could use his scoring shot. And in the meantime, another blooper committed by Great Taste. And the Great Taste bench is up in arms.
This time it's the bench of Great Taste.
Freddy Ubalde bringing the lever down court. Giving a close tap on him is Ricky Brown. And here's David Thurkill. He goes to Mamaril.
And Mamaril gives the lead to Tanduay. Look at that crowd.
The very first taste of the lead for the Roundmakers. Coming after a long uphill climb. Biggest lead of Great Taste stood at 15. Now they're down by 2. Here is Ricky Brown. He misses. A fast break warning here for the Tanduay Roundmakers. A golden opportunity squandered there by David Thurkill, but not completely because a foul is going to be called on Michael Young.
Yes, Michael Young gets his third personal foul. And there's a timeout here. Great Taste will be back.
This ball game is following an unbelievable, almost incredible path. And David Thurkill is looking to give Tanduay a 3-point lead. It's there.
Yes. You know, Joe, I was just wondering out loud that Great Taste Coffee so far has used only 5 men. I mean, they've used more than that, but very limited action from Fabiosa, Banate, and Ramos. So these 5 men, could it be that they are tiring out now here in the 4th quarter? And Tanduay, that's when really they put on the power, no?
Without any official confirmation, I will say they are.
Could be. Might be telling on them now.
Arnie Twadless will be inbounding from the left sideline. All of a sudden, the Great Taste Coffee makers find their backs to the wall. Alan Kaidik. You know, somebody must have picked up a big barrel of sand and jammed it all into the barrels of the big guns of the Great Taste Coffee makers. None of those guns are working right now. Here comes Michael Young. I spoke too soon.
Okay. Now what they'll have to do, Great Taste Coffee, is to go into that defensive rotation of theirs again as they did the first quarter, but here comes David.
Alan Kaidik just picked up the foul in the attempt to thwart David Thurkill. That's his third personal. Boy, the Tanduay Roundmakers are certainly spewing fire in this particular juncture of the ball game.
And they feel it. They know that's the way they always defeat Great Taste Coffee. They come from behind and they put on the gas really in the last quarter, Joe.
Well, so far the score in the head-to-head encounters between these two ball clubs since the start of the conference stands at 4-1. And those 4 victories by Tanduay all came via the uphill climb. 104 to 100. That's a 4-point lead for the Roundmakers. Here's Arnie Twadless. He goes for the shot and gets it off Freddy Ubalde.
Well, that's a good man to go to. Arnie Twadless down low. He can usually score from that position, 1-on-1.
104 to 102. David Thurkill.
Oh, Mamaril again. That's the big man for Tanduay, Joe. Mamaril controlling the boards and making baskets too.
You know what's happening here is that the rum makers are falling back on the least likely men, and that's because the Great Taste coffee makers are taking guys like Mamaril very lightly.
Illegal defense will be called on Tanduay. So that's just going to be a warning since that's the first of that nature.
Arnett is preparing to inbound from the right sideline. Time left 6 minutes and 53 seconds. We still have a long ways to go. The issue in this ball game has really not been settled as David. No,
Third kill,
yes,
yes.
Michael Young, or is it
Second personal for David, third kill.
Okay. 106 to 102.
We'll give you the team foul situation. Now both teams, Great Taste and Tanduay, have 5 apiece. 6 minutes, 48 seconds to go in the game.
Last year's best import awardee just bagged his 31st point of the evening. Well, like we keep pointing out, the two imports have more or less neutralized each other.
Again,
That's great
Mamaril.
by Michael Young. Mamaril, he's been doing a lot of things.
I think he's got about 7, 8 rebounds, huh?
There's the double team on David Thurkill. JB Yango. Here's Mamaril. And he falls short this time. Only one crack at that time for the Tanduay Rum makers. A fast break, a boarding here for the coffee makers. Arnie Tuanles comes out. The Tanduay defense is falling beautifully into place. The Great Taste coffee men are down by 3 no longer. They're just down by 1.
2-point shot by Ricky Brown. I thought for a while it was a 3-pointer.
You know, I'm sure a lot of the people who are enjoying their drinks at the faces are watching this with a lot of excitement, so I hope you hang on tight with your drinks. We don't want you spilling your drinks on our carpet.
Okay, we're going to join you later on. Anyway, Tanduay missing 2 offensive rebounds and attempts there.
3-point shot, Alan Kaidik.
Oh,
he has gotten back his rifle.
And what a time. Those are 5 triples for Alan Kaidik, who now in the game got 35.
Another forcible entry inside the paint by David Thurkill. The ball rims out. He gets a foul from Alan?
Philip?
Kaidik, yes.
4th person, Alan Kaidik, who's playing such a wonderful all-around game.
Okay, going back to those people watching this ball game from the special room with that special monitor at the faces, we'd like to mention that happy hour begins at 5 p.m. every day. You can watch the games with your favorite stars around, and the disco starts at 9 p.m. Time out. We'll be back. Well, you can name all the battles, the great battles in history, and this game will certainly not pale in comparison. Remember Midway? All right. Rocky Trillo, you don't remember that. You were only 14 years old at the time.
Shut up. Anyway, it's a tight ball game again. Team foul situation. Great Taste Coffee's got 6. Tanduay has 5 minutes, 36 seconds remaining.
That's the street, under the halfway point of the final quarter. It's dead even at 108. 16 fouls for Great Taste against only 5 for Tanduay. Frontal assault to the basket by Michael Young. Produced nothing. And here's Onchi de la Cruz. Quickly down court. Great Taste defenses falling into place. David Thurkill ganged upon by a double team. He's not been half as effective as he was. But then the rest of the Tanduay gang are coming across. Here's Mon Fernandez, who just checked in during that last time out. He fails at point-blank range. Here's Alan Kaidik. Let's see. A great block by Mon Fernandez to redeem himself from that earlier miss.
You know, they've got their version of the Twin Towers in there now. That's Mon Fernandez and Mamaril. Mon Fernandez came in for Yango. And Kaidik gets his 5th personal foul. 38 points for Alan Kaidik, and Great Taste Coffee's in penalty. 4 minutes, 57 seconds remain in the ball game.
That's right. Foul trouble might spell doomsday for the Great Taste coffee makers here. They're already in penalty, and Alan Kaidik is just 1 foul shy of disqualification. Onchi de la Cruz with a pump fake. A suicidal drive, foiled by Philip Cesar. Let's see who gets the ball.
Yes, white ball. I think that was a very good call by the ref because Philip Cesar blocked the shot of De La Cruz, but nobody picked up that ball.
Yun ang tapal-ball kasi at pinutukoy din sa commercial. Okay. David Thurkill misses.
Well, that was not his range, really. I don't know why David took that one from far out. What a steal by Onchi de la Cruz.
Onchi de la Cruz. He's going to drive hard for the hoop. He goes to Freddy Hubalde. And Ricky Brown looking absolutely frustrated by the sudden turn of events against his ball club. They're down again by 2 points, 110 to 108, 4:15 to go in the ball game. Alan Kaidig. No! Very quick hands.
Boy, that's going to tell those turnovers.
A 4-point lead for Tanduay as a result of a big swing here by the rum makers, mainly the result of errors on the part of Great Taste and the supreme swiping ability by the Tanduay rum makers. Ricky Brown, he got himself into position for that shot, a triple.
You know, I was going to say in the first game, turnovers, Great Taste had 17, Tanduay only 12. And I think that was one major reason also why Tanduay won that one. But here, the turnovers of Great Taste are coming to play again.
That's right. Okay.
That time, Philip got a swipe.
And here's Arnie Duantas going to Ricky Brown, right down the middle. He misses! How could he have missed that one?
Intimidation. Mamaril and Fernandez were there, Joe.
112 to 111. Here's Freddie Ubaldi. Blocked by Philip Cesar.
What a-
Another topple.
Another tapal, really. What a shot. Oh, that should be running. Oh, no, ball went. Wow.
Philip Cesar hits the deck hard.
Let's see that slow-mo. I thought Philip for a while. Watch Philip. I think. There. See, he ran with the ball. He actually took 3 or 4 steps. And I think the referees were not into that action. They were probably so excited about that piece of action. Let's get that slow-mo again. That was really...
Well, to be fair to the refs, they only have 2 pairs of eyes. One pair of eyes each. You know, our slow-mo machine is about 1,000 pairs of eyes. So,
Right. JB coming in again for Mon Fernandez. Slow-mo, watch Philip. Boom, 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 boom. That was cute. I think that was cute.
you know, that could be the latest dance fad.
Hey, see your faces, Philip.
Philip says they're on the line. But this guy is as smart as they come.
Oh yes. You know, I was with Arnie yesterday. He said, you know, if you can get away with it, why not? Well, that time Philip did.
And you know, he helped that foul along by taking a sprawl on the floor.
Right. Okay, Michael Young gets his 4th personal foul. 3 minutes remaining, and 2 shots will be given. 3rd kill, because Great Taste is in penalty. That's why they still can afford to foul 1 time, though. They have 6.
Great Taste has the upper hand, but that advantage could be wiped out if 3rd kill comes across the way he normally does for the Tanduay crew. He's looking for his 30-second marker, and he just came up with the equalizer. 113 all. Well, this ball game is definitely going down the wire. A 1-point lead for Tanduay. Philip says are inbounding. He goes to Michael Young. They're going to settle down to a half court.
More than anything else, I think defense will play a crucial role right here. This last 2 minutes.
You hit the nail right on the head, Mr. Trillo. Defense would be the name of this game, and Alan Kaidik just got distracted by Freddie Ubaldi. That's the name of the game, defense.
Right, and Mamaril again with another rebound. I think he's got 8 in the ball game.
Here's David Thurkill preparing things move against Michael Young. A double-team plant on him with Arnie Duantas joining Michael Young. Here's Freddie Ubaldi, picked up by Ricky Brown. He goes to JB Yango. His pass is blocked by Philip Cesar, but he puts it in anyway.
Big basket by JB Yango. Really, the defense of Great Taste Coffee was there, but JB, no way. He'd get his 2 points inside.
A 3-point lead now for the Tanduay Rum Makers, looking for back-to-back victories in this best-of-7 series. A 2-0 lead will definitely give them a psychological edge going into the 3rd game on Thursday. Alan Kaidik. Very tentative move there on Alan Kaidik. Fortunately, Michael Young came through. All right, at the bottom right-hand side of your screens, you can see the official game clock. It says 1:49, which means we're in the twilight zone. Another good break falling Tanduay's way. That's the 5th personal for Philip Cesar, and JB Yango has a couple of opportunities from the stripe, but not before this timeout. 1:47 to go in the ball game. JB Yango with 2 crucial foul shots. He comes through with the first. It's a 2-point lead for the Tanduay Rum Makers. Okay, hold your breath now. A 3-point lead certainly is a lot more comfortable than 2. 118 to 115. Well, I'm glad we don't have to keep giving you the track because you're seeing it right there. The official game clock at the bottom right-hand side of your screen. Here is Michael Young forcing up a shot.
Oh.
It counts with a foul to boot.
What a big play by Michael Young. Let's see if he can complete. 3rd kill, picks up his 3rd personal foul. Okay, that also put Tanduay in penalty. So both teams now are in penalty, Joe.
So the odds are very evenly stacked in this ball game. for the balance. A minute and 35 seconds. And if Michael Young can come through with this bonus shot, it'll be dead even.
Right. Of the 5 players for Great Taste Coffee, Kai Dick and Cesar have 5 personal each. Brown, Suarez, and Young 4 personal apiece.
Juanchi de la Cruz getting a lot of playing time. Willie Navarro has not really seen that much action on account of the scintillating performance displayed tonight by Juanchi de la Cruz. Here's Freddie Ubalde. He's also played a yeoman's role for Tanduay's cause tonight. Game number 2. Only 3 seconds in the shot clock. Turn around by third kill. Good.
Big basket by third kill.
A minute and 9 to go. 120 to 118 is the official count. Both clubs in penalty. Ricky Brown. He goes to Philip Cesar. Alan K. Dick. They're tightening up the screws on Alan K. Dick. Freddie Ubalde has been assigned to mark him as Michael Young prepares to make his move against third kill. He goes outside to Ricky Brown. Back to Michael Young. 15-footer is no good. Freddie Ubalde had the inside track. He tapped the ball to Romulo Mamaril and Onchi de la Cruz. They have the luxury now of playing the clock. They were ahead by 2 points, and there's 40 seconds to go. The Tanduay fans a roll up on their feet, anticipating victory number 2.
Thing for Great Taste Coffee to do is not to foul. No matter what, just play great defense, no fouls. Oh, Ricky Brown.
Ricky Brown gave up the foul.
There's a slippery portion there, Joe. I think Ricky slipped there. Watch that slow-mo. Okay,
Yes.
he claims that.
Oh, yes. He slipped, and he got into contact with a guy.
Just all by himself. Freddie Ubalde is being helped out now there. Screen.
27 seconds to go. 27 very precious sticks. You know, under normal circumstances, 27 seconds is not even enough time for you to go and relieve yourself in the men's room. But in this ball game, I tell you, it can be an eternity.
You said it can. Okay, Freddie's going to move to the line now. These are very crucial foul throws. Let's see Freddie can start the pressure here.
Oh, he's been there before. He's one of the originals. And is he happy with himself? That was a cliffhanger of a charity.
Right. By the way, both teams have 2 timeouts remaining.
27 seconds is plenty of time. It's a 4-point lead for Tanduay. And the expected timeout comes from Baby Dalupan. We'll be right back. Game number 2 seems to be going Tanduay's way. And if it does happen after 27 seconds of basketball time, it would be a great blow to the aspiration of the Great Taste Coffee makers, because a 2-0 lead is not only going to inflict an actual disadvantage and handicap, it can also destroy your psychological attitude towards the ball game.
That's very true, Joe. Very true. Okay, Alan is free.
Alan Kaidik
Oh, they left
uncorks.
him alone. They left him alone. Hey, this guy's been hot all night. Why did they leave him alone? And he's got 41 points.
122 to 121. All is not lost for Great Taste. We have another timeout, but this time we will not relinquish the air. We are going to zoom in on Baby Dalupan and find out what he's got up his sleeves. He's down by just 1 point. And this guy has been through so many situations like this before, it's almost second nature to him. Well, both bands are playing and blaring out like crazy. I couldn't make out head or tails of that huddle, but one thing I can say for Baby Dalupan, he's certainly picked a very nicely designed slate board to issue his instructions to help him along with his instructions to his boys. So let's just see what gives. 24 seconds to go. A 1-point lead for Tanduay.
Both bands have been blaring the whole evening. I couldn't hear a single word Coach Baby Dalupan said, but they might give up a foul. So good tap out by Michael Young.
And the clock hardly moved. Still 23 seconds there.
Maybe a second off.
Was there a second off? I didn't notice. Anyway.
Like I told
Maybe
you,
third
you get the addition now, Joe. Let's not to play the game.
Okay. You know, what they have to give up the foul somehow.
Right. Why are they fouling? My gosh. Okay, there's the foul. Lucky for Great Taste, that happened because Tanduay could have just held on to the ball.
That's right, but it came a little too late, I thought.
8 seconds.
It chopped off 15 seconds from the clock, which stood at 23 when they inbounded.
Right, Michael Young.
That was a mental lapse on the part of the Great Taste Coffee makers. They should have fouled right away.
I think so too, Joe. Michael Young picks up his fifth personal. So let's see how third kid, because third kid can miss one. And even if he makes both, they can still have a 3-point shot on the way. Okay, David makes his first for a 2-point lead for Tanduay. Very important. He'll have to put this one in because Great Taste Coffee, they've got lots of 3-point.
And maybe the Lupan doesn't have any more timeouts left. So, he still has. I'm sorry.
That's it. A jump ball by J.B. Yango and Philip Cesar. What guts by J.B. Yango.
And 2 seconds elapsed.
Let's see that.
It's down to 6 seconds now. It's absolutely imperative that Great Taste wins this toss.
Okay, while we have this timeout, let's see if we can get that a slow-mo replay of that jump ball situation. That was a nice piece of action there. But anyway, let's go over first to Coach Baby the Lupan.
You know, this is a very tricky situation because with 6 seconds to go, the jump ball is going to take place right in the backyard of the Tanduay Rum Makers. So if Tanduay wins the toss, then that's curtains for Great Taste's hopes of winning their first victory in this best-of-7 series. But if they win the toss, they still have all of 6 seconds to bring that ball down court. They don't even need a 3-point shot. They can play it cool and work to in overtime.
Correct. Now the danger here is if Great Taste Coffee gets the ball, Tanduay might be downstairs to protect the 2-point shot and leave the 3-point region free for the shooters like Alan Kaidig, Arnie Tuales, and boy, they're going to cry the whole night.
You know what is going to happen here is that the Great Taste Coffee Makers will have to play it by ear because in a jump ball situation there is no such thing as a defensive formation. It all depends on luck now.
They won't let me get in front. I'm gonna have to be inside. No, you can. You can. It's your choice. It's your choice. Now, the moment he gives you here or he gives you there, then what? Run fast. And then you look at the
I think we've got that slow-mo ready for the fans out there, Joe.
Okay, let's watch
Watch that rebound play between J.B. Yango and Philip Cesar.
A very crucial point of this ball game. Philip Cesar jumping against J.B. Yango with his elongated arms. Philip Cesar definitely has the edge here. He also has the edge in savvy and in experience. But then, those things can all be wiped out by a single stroke of luck falling the way of Tanduay. There's the tip-off. And J.B. Yango loses it to Ricky Brown. 2 seconds to go.
We're in overtime.
We're going into overtime.
We're in overtime, Joe. We're in overtime. What a play. What a play. Let's put that slow-mo back.
Alan Kaidik coming through.
Slow-mo. Okay, watch the slow-mo replay there. Okay, watch it.
There's the toss.
JB
The
Yango.
jump. The tap. It got away from Ricky Brown. Wound up in the hands of J.B. Yango. But Ricky Brown, tenacious as he is, got hold of the leather. Looked for the open man. And there's Alan Kaidik streaking down court. With 1 second to go, he puts up the ball. And it's in. And we're to overtime.
Wow.
My goodness.
What a big play.
Oh, you can have 3 of your fingers.
Okay,
Jump ball at center went to overtime.
Right, we'll have the foul trouble, the screens for you. Great Taste Coffee, 4 players with 5 personal kicks. That's Young, Kaidik, Cesar, and Brown.
And you have to remember, you are only allowed 14 fouls in overtime. Here's Freddie Ubaldo. Off balance shot is no good. Michael again comes down with a rebound. The powerful gate of the thoroughbred. He goes to Arnie Tuales. Alan Kaidik uncorrects. He continues with his
heroics, Joe.
Wow. This is one time at a loss for words to describe the performance of this young man who is only in his first year in the Pro League and is already playing like an import.
And you know, that's the local conference high. Alan Kaidik scoring now 49 points, though.
Romulo Mamaril continues to be the big thorn on the sides of the Great Taste Coffee Makers. 125 all, 4 minutes and 8 seconds left in overtime. Philip Cesar against the spread eagle Romulo Mamaril. Arnie Tuales against J.B. Yango. Great Taste and grim foul trouble. Philip Cesar makes sure the 3-point region turned out to be a decoy play. Alan Kaidik, they go to the hot hand.
Wow, what a big basket by Alan Kaidik. I could feel it, Joe. I could feel it. They're going to go to their shooter, and that's Alan Kaidik.
This guy, Alan, is sending all the records down the drain. He's already scored 6 birdies tonight.
Not only that, he's got 52 points. 52 points for a local player.
A 1 point lead for Great Taste. 118, 117, 329 in the balance for this extension period. I wouldn't be surprised if you were to go into a second overtime. We've gotten used to that already. David Thurs goes outside to Allen. He's properly covered now by Freddie Ubalde. Ricky Brown dancing inside the paint. The outside shot by Philip Cesar won't go. Offensive rebound to Michael Young.
Big basket, big offensive rebound, big basket, and Alan Kaidik checking his stats has 7 triples, Joe. 7, not 6.
Oh my goodness, what a performance by this Alan Kaidik. Romulo Mamaril goes up, and he is bludgeoned by a double team.
I think Philip Cesar might foul out of the game. It's either Philip or Alan. Let's see what he's on.
Philip
Cesar fouls out. Cesar fouls out of the ball game.
End of the line for Philip Cesar.
And all these players, Ricky Brown, Philip Cesar, Arnie Tuades, Alan Kaidik, they've all played good basketball here tonight. Philip, the first casualty.
Philip Cesar leads the ball game with a total of 11 points and 7 rebounds, along with 3 shot blocks.
Joy Carpio saw action in the first quarter of play. He came in for Arnie Tuades for a very short while, and then he was taken out again. Now he's coming in for the fouled out Philip Cesar.
Well, the value of Philip Cesar cannot really be reflected in those stats I mentioned, because there are so many unquantifiable contributions he gave the team, issuing those pinpoint perfect outlet passes.
And the biggest one, I would say, is his defense on Mon Fernandez.
Exactly. He has rendered Mon Fernandez practically impotent. Pamaril. This guy is also stepping into the hero's role here for Tanduay.
Definitely one of the outstanding players in tonight's ball game.
It's just a 1 point lead now for the Great Taste Coffee Makers. Time down to 2:53 in the extension period. Michael Young. They need a basket here in a hurry. He delivers.
Michael is delivering here in overtime.
132 to 129, a 3 point lead for Great Taste. 2.5 minutes to go. David Thurs, they haven't gotten that much point mileage out of him after his 61 point output, a prodigious output in game number 1. But the locals have been contributing very well. And here's Thurs. He comes up with a basket.
Warding foul on Thurs. Warding foul on David Thurs. Good defense by Michael Young.
Even worse than the foul is the fact that it nullified the basket.
Right. Thurs has 4 personals. Watch David Thurs in slow-mo. Watch his left arm. Ward off Michael Young.
And so the score is frozen at 132 to 129, a 3 point lead for Great Taste. That was a double block eye actually for the Tanduay Rum Makers. Time down to 2 minutes and 15 seconds in overtime. Here's Michael Young. He gets the baseline. Oh, that shot didn't have a chance. And here's the thoroughbred.
Oh, Ricky Brown picks up that foul. He sacrificed himself. He's going to go out of the ball game. With 2 minutes and 5 seconds remaining, Ricky Brown fouls out.
One by one, the Honchos of Great Taste are stepping out of the ball game.
A gallant stand by Ricky Brown, though. He knew that there was still 2 minutes and 5 seconds, but he didn't want Thurs to get an easy basket.
Okay, Ricky Brown goes to the shower with 16 points and 2 rebounds. We don't have the stats on assists, but it must be prodigious.
Right. Bernard Fabiosa, the point guard, comes in now for Ricky Brown. Okay,
Bernard Fabiosa playing with that injured hand. Onto de la Cruz inbounding. 2 minutes and 4 to go. 3 point lead for Great Taste. Here's David Thurs. For the second time tonight, our Coliseum barker, Boji Castro, has just said we're into the last 2 minutes of the ball game. And there's a foul given up by David Thurs. That would be his 5th personal. One more. It's going to be Betty Bye for him.
Right. Both imports now playing with 5 personals apiece. Earlier, they went to David Thurs because Michael Young had 5 personals. We've got a.
Okay, Arnie Tuades will be inbounding from the left-hand line. Time down to 1 minute and 49. You can see that at the right bottom side of your screens.
So Mamaril is not on court, Joe.
That's right. Well, you can feel the tension here in the air. It's so thick. I can feel it blocking my ears.
3rd personal foul on Onchi de la Cruz. I thought Mamaril played quality minutes. Very good game by Mamaril. 10 rebounds. I think, I don't know what, 14 points.
No question about that. Michael Young picked it up. David Thurskill, and he misses. Mon Fernandez beating Joey Carpio to the rebound. Here's a fast break in the works for the Rum Makers. The Great Taste Coffee men quick to come down on defense, forcing a half-court pattern to be executed by the Rum Makers. Here's Freddy Ubalde inside the paint. He goes out to JB Yango. Okay, 10 seconds in their shot clock. Thurskill.
Isolation play. Both imports have 5 each.
And fortunes have changed again. It has swung in the direction of Tanduay. They're up by 134 to 132.
Actually, 133 to 132. So
Okay.
1 point lead by Tanduay.
Okay, the scoreboard corrected itself. 133 to 132. Alan Kaitik is fouled by Freddy Ubalde.
Good foul to give up, but that foul put Tanduay in penalty. Third personal foul of Freddy Ubalde. Tanduay is in penalty with 1 minute and 4 seconds remaining. Great Taste Coffee has 2 fouls, 2 team fouls, so they can still foul twice.
The smartest thing Great Taste can do right now is to go on fishing expeditions.
I think they should go to Alan again. He's really hot, red hot.
Young gets a pick from Bernie
Oh,
Fabiosa.
they left him alone. And
Oh, a
Michael-
golden opportunity squandered at Michael Young, and Bernie Fabiosa took so much pain trying to set up that pick for him.
Boy, that hurt. That really hurt.
With 43 seconds to go, Tanduay with the upper hand, 133 to 132.
There's the isolation for Mon Fernandez, but they just want to go for it. Oh, it's into David Thurskill. 5 on him.
Ubalde shakes. Oh, he shook Bernie Fabiosa off his track and put in a 2-pointer. We're down to 29 seconds. A 3-point lead for Tanduay. We'll be right back.
Shot this early, or will they get first 2 points inside and maybe foul a player later
I
on?
think they will offer a 2-point
Okay.
shot unless they can get Alan Kaidik free for a birdie, because there's still 29 seconds to go. Even if they connect with a 3-point shot and equalize the count, there will still be time for Tanduay to launch a counteroffensive and come up with a winning basket. Here is Michael Young. He comes up with a
Yes.
2-point shot.
Very fast basket. 25 seconds remaining.
135 to 134, just a 1-point advantage. David Thurskill. They have the luxury of playing the clock right now.
They've got to foul,
They have to foul right
but
now.
it can't be Kaidik or Brown. It can't be Kaidik or Young, rather. It can't be Kaidik. That's
It has to
It's got to
be.
be Fabiosa there. Okay, he finally fouls Freddy Ubalde with 7 seconds to go, Joe. Again, they wasted a lot of precious seconds there.
Actually, Mr. Trujillo, it didn't matter who had to foul. Alan Kaidik could have sacrificed himself.
Okay, we're hanging on. We're hanging on, and we'll give you Great Taste Coffee. We want to see how they're going to try to get back. They have a 1-point deficit and 2 shots for Freddy Ubalde.
Freddy Ubalde has been playing a very steady ball game all throughout. He refuses to succumb to the pressure, and so I can almost foresee a 3-point lead here for Tanduay with only 7 seconds to go for Great Taste to come up with a triple. And that is all to send the game into a second overtime.
Kailangan tayo, 2 foul set.
While Baby is pondering that, Joe, I made a mistake. It's not 2 shots for Freddy Ubalde because they're not in penalty yet. So, problems really for Baby Dalupan here. They'll have to commit 2 fouls and 7 seconds remaining.
Oh, that really is a grim prospect for the Great Taste Coffee Makers.
Whoever gets the ball, foul right away.
Whoever gets the ball, foul right away.
Foul. And then we have to do it again, because we're not in penalty. We're not in penalty. Go for it. I know. Go for it, please. Go for it, but it's not. Foul.
All right, saddled with the task of inbounding the ball for the Tanduay Rum Makers is Onchi de la Cruz. He has proven himself to be an extremely reliable performer for Turing Valenzuela, and that's why he's practically eaten up the playing time of Willie General entirely. And Alan Kaidik has been assigned a chore of trying to get that ball away.
They'll have to get a steal here. Oh, smart.
5 seconds
Smart.
to go.
Smart. That's
2
it.
seconds.
That's it. That's it.
This ball game belongs to Tanduay, and so they surge to a 2-0 lead in this best-of-7 series. A grim outlook in the horizon for the Great Taste Coffee Makers. Well, we've known teams to come back from a 2-0 deficit, but it'll take a lot of doing. Believe you me, it'll take a lot of doing, and we shall return very shortly.